Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video on my channel Own. So today we'll be reviewing the highlights for week 3 of VPG. As you guys saw last week, I was actually banned for the second game, but this week I actually played, but I played as left back just to have a little switcheroo in the lineup. So we have Jay Ollie and striker, followed by R9 in the middle of the park at Cam, and then our usual Mecha, Triga, and Femto in the middle of the park. These guys played really well together. And then we have myself at left back, Ruben at right back, Had and Yoshi at center back. So that's basically the lineup. Let's get right into the gameplay. So we have a team called Monscalpi SC. It's our first time playing them. They're actually the first place team at the time that we played them. So we want to make a really good impact on them in terms of playing well and seeing what we can do and bounce back after that week. I've actually never played left back in a league game before. I've played it before in a normal game, but never actually in a league game. So I kind of wanted to go for that little Marcelo kind of left back where he's there to defend and he's also there to give you a give you a hand or a foot in this case in terms of support. But you can see here I'm chasing this guy, and the reason I'm chasing him is because I know I can get him, which I just did right there. We played really good. We played a really good line today. You see, I tracked back. I was playing a good line, so I wanted to ensure that I played a little bit high enough so I didn't have to basically interrupt my line of center backs and right backs because I'm not very good at keeping a line, I would say, because I'm not used to it. So you see Yoshi here, he's actually helping me a lot by having my back and supporting me in terms of that, giving really good balls right there. So we actually played really good against this team. I'm going to give you guys a little spoiler here. We played really good against them by, as you can see, keeping the ball, which is the most important thing, because as long as we have the ball, we can do whatever we want with the ball. You can see Ollie here doing a little bit tricks, but we end up losing it. So over here, they actually did a good chance here. I get caught just a little bit. I actually win the ball, but then I lose it. But our players are there to support. I try to get this guy, but I'm assuming because I was playing with a different account that I didn't have those agility stats that I usually do. See our Jay trying to play a ball to Ollie here, but it's to no avail. So we actually played a really good game. I was playing a little bit high. You see here, I'm trying to make that striker run, but I'm kind of forgetting that I'm not the striker. So I'm kind of playing that game where I have to stay back and I have to defend. But as you can see, there's not much that happened in this game. You'll see the stats in a little bit. This team was playing very composed, which is basically what we expected from them because they're a first place team. We didn't expect them to make much mistakes that other teams do at this stage of the game and this stage of the league because basically now the teams are solidified. Everyone knows what lineup they want to play with, and things like that. As you can see, we had 0 shots, but they only had 1 with 0% shot accuracy. So not much action in this game, I have to say. You see Ollie here playing a really good game, dribbling the ball there, gives the ball to R9. Could it have been a pass there? Maybe it could have, and that's something that we need to work on in terms of those little necessary X passes in the middle of the box to get that. So you see here, I got that guy in my pocket the whole game, and he didn't really do much to get past me. I was playing really good. I mean, can you see a Mike at left back one day? Who knows? So you see Fento here actually supported me a lot as well. You see this player, he's trying to dribble the ball, trying to play Jorda Bonito, but Hag is there, and Hag says, no thank you, buddy, and come again. So I hate when this happens. You see all this scrambling going on, and it's very scary to see because it basically forces all the players to come out of position. And basically, if all the players come out of position, then there'll be 1 or maybe even 2 players that are open. So you see here, Jay and Ollie play really good here. They combine together. Jay gives a really good cross in, but unlucky the defender gets it out of there. So now we're in the 89th minute. You see this game skips by pretty quickly, unlike the other games I've shown you before, because there wasn't really much action. You see that ball there in the middle, trying to play in the middle there. That's something we also need to work on because and when you have no options to play on the wing, you have to play it in the middle, and we have to basically practice to be there for your teammate as well as make a good time pass. So you see, that's the end of game 1. Pretty boring, honestly. You'll see the stats here in a minute at the end of the game. It ended at 0-0. We will take the draw, honestly. That's the first place team after that week that we had. So it's time to bounce back. You see, we had 1 shot. We had 2 shots. They had 1 shot. 0% shot accuracy for both teams. So pretty darn boring. But I'll show you this thing here. I actually got man of the match. So not man of the match in terms of the whole game, but I got the best range on my team, so I just wanted to throw that in there that I'm actually a god defender. So you got me for the second game. We got Owens, Ollie, Trigger. I'm banned for this game, so I was playing striker, Mecha, Femto, R9 in the middle of the park. We did a little switcheroo there with R9 and Trigger. Then you got Seabass making his debut at left back with Yoshi, Hag, and Ruben. So that's the lineup for the second day, which is VPG day 7, I believe. And the reason why you didn't see a second game for the first day is because the second team actually forfeited. So they forfeited the whole season. We get free 3 points, not too shabby. So this is a team again called CEXCHO. I don't know what it means, but I think it's something to do with football in general. But we actually knew one of the players on this team. We actually pressured them very hard in the middle of the game, and that's something that we do very well. We usually start the games off pretty strong, but it's usually when the other team starts scoring, and that's basically when we die off. But it's something we need to work on to not give up and play how we usually play the whole game. That's basically what I was telling them this game. So you see here, I wanted that little triangle there. It's very unlucky that I didn't get it, but I don't know, maybe things could have been different if I had that triangle. So you see here, Seabass, he gets the ball here on the wing. He plays me. I try to play back a little bit back because I don't really see no options in the middle. That's something that we need to work on as well. Is we have the ball, we keep the ball, we're getting the ball around. You see us playing possession here for a good like 4 or 5 minutes of the game, and it's really good. But it's that extra pass that we need to do in the middle to get those chances and get that goal for the game to win. So you see here they do a little L1 triangle, but Yoshi and Had they combine well here, and that guy tries to get a shot off, but unlucky for us and unlucky for him, it goes wide. So you see here once again what I talked about, that pass in the middle. We need to work on those things where our teammate will be there. You see here R9 checks in. He's really good at doing that. And that's why he played RCM that game, is because we needed him to check in and to also get the ball there. Because Trigger is a very good player, but he's more attacking than he is defensive. So we played R9 there just so he can check in for Ruben when needed and to also get the ball from him. You see Ruben, he actually played very well these two games here. But unfortunate enough, that ball went through. But fortunate enough for us, that was an offside, so we move. So basically here we give the ball up in the middle. Very unlucky. They do a little cross there. Goalie, I don't know what he was doing, but that's a goal. And then basically we're 1-0 down now in the 26th minute. So now it's time for us to bounce back. Unfortunately, we're in that position, but it's something that we need to work on to bounce back and to also, play the game and try to win. I realized last video that I said unfortunate maybe a million times, but like I said, that was basically the only word I could say. So you see here, I got a really nice ball here from Trigger. He's playing Cam now instead of R9 as mentioned before. He played a really good ball to me, but I don't know why it came off so weak. So over here, we get the ball on the wing. I do a perfect triangle here to Ollie. I just want that extra pass right there, but unfortunately, the defenders are right there. So Femto here gets the ball in the middle. He's really good at checking in as well in the middle of the park for our teammates and for myself as well, just to have that extra option over there that we need to have to get the ball up. So over here they play really good R1 triangle. They tried that thing again with the cross, but Hag ain't having it this game once again, buddy. So over here they did a cross. This is actually the second cross in a row. I cut out the other one. They did a cross, and one of their players just comes in. Very short player too, might I add. And he basically heads it in. We've actually conceded a couple of headers this season, and it's something we need to work on. Maybe if not for this season, because it is too late now. But for next season, for sure. So this is basically the season that we're playing in. It's a very short season. It's a very short league. Usually there's about 20 to 23 teams in the league, but at this point there was only 12 teams, and 2 of them had already forfeited the entire season. So there's only 10 teams that we're playing against, and basically 20 games in total against those teams. So it's very important for us not to waste any points and to get some wins as much as we can. Draws won't do it, losses won't do it, obviously. But Trigger plays a really good double triangle here for me to get the game up 2-1 now. Now it's time for us to get that lead and to also get that tie, to get that lead eventually. But it's just something that we need to work on as once again that I talked about. So R9 here, he actually collects the ball really good here. He's playing RCM, but you can see him here on the left side. I play a ball here. I was trying to go for Ollie, but it went to Fento, and he unluckily blasted over the bar. So we're playing a good game here now. Where we got the ball. We're using the ball. We're doing some good passes here. We're getting some good chances. Seabass playing really good on the left, And now it's time for us just to get these counters up and running. You see Ollie here, he just tracks back because he's offside. And unlucky enough, I didn't see the defender that he did come back like that. So over here, I get the ball. I get it off to R9. He gets the trigger. You can see the ball movement is really nice here. I was trying to play it to Metro to go through, but I got fouled, and now I'm taking a free kick here. Now these free kicks, I really don't know what to do with them, really, because I really do score them in a normal game, but I don't know what it is. Is that when there's a real goalie in goal, it's as if the game just acts differently. So Ollie here, he gets the ball, he tries to play me over there, but unlucky enough, it goes out, and now we're just pacing up and trying to get the corners and trying to get the goal to tie the game at least. So it is something that we need to work on, like I said, and hopefully in the future it is something we work on. So now it's the 85th minute. Ruben here, he plays a really nice ball to Ollie. I'm trying to make that run there, but at this point in the game, as you see on the bottom right, my stamina is pretty drained. He tries to play Ollie. Ollie is covered now. Goes to Mecca. You see we're playing with the ball really well here with getting it all around, but it's just that last thing that we need to do is get that ball in the box and make a goal. We're good at keeping the ball. It's just that what we do with the ball is what we need to work on. So that's basically the game. We end up losing 2-1. Very upsetting to see that because we did actually control the game, and you'll see the stats here in a minute, I think, unless I skip it, unfortunately. But you'll see here that during the game, we did play our game, and yeah, I did skip it, but there you go. There's a little highlight of the goal that I scored, a near post, beautiful, very simple. So now we move. Now we're playing Wasamali. If you guys look back to the first video, this is the first game we played. This is the first team we played in the season. Wasamali, the one that we won last minute penalty. So we knew that they wanted to redeem themselves and probably get revenge. So you see here in the 35th minute, I get a ball, beautiful, goes between the legs of the goalkeeper, and there you go. Now we're up 1-0. We haven't had a lead in a long time. I'll be honest with you, and to get that goal and to basically play our game, we actually dominated this game. That's one thing I want to say, is that we kept the ball very beautifully. We barely made any mistakes. You see here we're moving the ball so nicely. Ollie here played a tremendous game. Plays at the trigger. Plays at the Mecca, but he goes wide. So yeah, we played our game. We did what we needed to do. Over here, you'll see Ollie get the ball from the goalkeeper. I'm making my run here for an L1 triangle. He plays a beautiful ball. Goalie comes out. I tried to chip him, and I think it was going in, but it probably would have died and just stood there for the defender to get it. But there you go, Mecca. He gets a goal here. Very beautiful, right place, right time, and now we're up 2-0. So now it's basically not all or nothing. We want to get our goal difference up because of the last week, as you see in the other video, that we got destroyed. So it's time for us to get our goal difference up. So over here, they actually get a really good ball, finesse on the goalkeeper, AI. Nothing you can do here, but move on and play the game. So over here, Seabass, he gets pressured and they lose the ball. He ends up winning it again. He's a really good defender like that. He's good at positioning himself to not only receive the ball, but to also win the ball, and he did that tremendously good there. So Trigger here, he plays across. I tried to head it, or I tried to volley it, but unfortunately I head it with my head. It's very unfortunate. I keep saying that word, but it is unfortunate that it goes to my head. If you guys look back to my old video, which is my last season's VPG all goals highlight, you'll see that I scored about 7 out of 24 goals of my goals were headers. But I just can't score a header for the life of me in this game. So I don't know what it is. FIFA, it is something different to do with the shortness of your player. But over here we get a really good ball. I play Ollie. I tried to go in that little gap there, but it was too late and I was already covered. So maybe I should have waited a little bit more, or probably even played the pass a little bit earlier. So here R9 gets a really good chance. He shoots it, but it goes wide. And yeah, you can see that we're putting a lot of pressure, and it's not even halftime yet. So that's really good news to see. So we get the ball here. You can see we're just playing in the ball in the middle. Beautiful play, but it goes to me instead of going to Mecca. It's very unlucky. It's not Ronaldo's fault. But Ollie here, he ends the half with a really good finesse shot. He's really good at shooting those finesse shots. As you know, finesse shots are very OP in this game, and long shots as well if you have the long shot trait, which I do have. But that concludes the half. We put a lot of pressure on them. This is probably the best game we've played, or the best half we've played in the whole league by far. And you'll see the stats here in a minute, but we actually dominated this team in terms of the statistics, in terms of the gameplay. They had 1 shot and 1 goal, or 2 shots and 1 goal, and they played their game, but we had 10 shots. So we knew this was the game to play to get our goal difference up, especially after last week and basically the game prior to this one. So here, I get a radio ball here. I play it in the middle. I'm just waiting for Trigger to see me, but he doesn't see me. And then, sorry, Mekra, keep confusing them too. Sorry. And you'll see here, Ollie. He plays a radio ball. He's really good at drilling the ball and attracting defenders and attracting fouls. But yeah, so over here he plays a radio ball to me. I'm offside, unfortunately, but as you see, I think I was a little bit offside, but I was more onside than offside, if that makes sense. So you see here, Ollie, he gets a really good ball from the keeper. Ronaldo was playing a really good game today at any, or that day, I should say. Over here, Ollie, he tries to cross it to me, but it goes to Metra, which is even better, because Metra scores. Beautiful volley, basically like the same situation that I had before. But instead of him heading it with his head, he heads it with the volley, and there you go, he scored. So now we're up 3-1. And it's our game to play, like I said. So now it's time for us to get some goals. Over here, Trigger tries to play a really good ball to me, but it's taken by the goalkeeper, which is unlucky. But yeah, we played a really good game that day. We really did. So it's up to us to basically take this gameplay and take this motivation and form into the next week, and to see if we can rack up those points to get top two. Basically, there's no playoffs this season. It's basically first place goes to playoff. Sorry, first place gets promotion and the prize to go to the second division, and then the second team only gets promotion. And then if they need teams for the second division next season, they will basically take the teams from our division based on their place on the table. So if they need a place on the table for one more team, they'll take the third place, then the fourth place, then the fifth place, and it's as needed. So the higher we climb, the higher chance we have of joining Div 2, which is basically our goal for this season. We didn't make this team just to get promotion or just to win the prize. We wanted to win it all. So as long as we can get to Div 2 to play next season all together in Div 2 and to basically challenge ourselves to a higher division against better and better players, I think it's something that we can do. Unfortunately, as you saw this season, we faced ourselves with a lot of players leaving and a lot of unfortunate events that happened in terms of us losing big games, and it basically was not our fault. As long as we can clean up our mess and not make mistakes like we usually do, then I think that we sincerely have a good chance of winning Div 1 in Division 2. So that's all for today's video. I appreciate the support a lot. You guys really don't know how much I appreciate the support. I'm on my way here on YouTube back to my 1,000 subscribers, because as you guys know, I did have 1,000 subscribers, but because of my inconsistent uploading, I did lose about 130 subscribers. But I really do appreciate the support. I'm on my way right now to 1,000 subscribers once again. I am also on my way on Twitch to 100 followers, so I'd really appreciate the support there as well. I basically go live every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. The games are at 10 and 10:30, but until then, we usually do play some practices against other teams in other divisions. And then after the games, we actually do a really fun thing where we play pickups as well. So if you guys want to catch us on Twitch, you guys can do that every Monday and Wednesday, like I said, at 9 p.m. Eastern until about 11:30 Eastern. But other than that, I really appreciate the support, and I will catch you guys next week for VPG highlights for week 4. And as always, I will catch you guys next time on OWNS. Take care and peace.